Hello, everyone. What I want to talk about today is acne. I have quite a lot of customers that are dealing with the skin disorders, and the questions are pretty much the same every single time someone comes to see me to treat their acne. And mainly are what causes the acne, how come I can never get rid of it, what is it a doctor could do to improve my acne. Let me tell you something, no matter how many years I've done this, I'm surprised by the fact that about 6 out of 10 people that come and see me to treat their acne, they get Accutane from their doctors. And I will share with you what I share with them. Acne is not caused by food you eat, by burgers or chocolate. It makes me laugh when I hear people saying that. Genetically, we inherited the skin type from our father. So if the father has oily skin, most likely the child will end up with oily skin. And that is beautiful, don't get me wrong. I tell all my clients that have oily skin, I would die to have a pimple. And they looked at me and like, what? And I said, yeah, because if you have pimples, that automatically tells me you have an oily skin. Pimples never develops on dry skin. And that's nice and beautiful as long as that amount of oil is moderated. When it's an excess made by the sebaceous glands, the pH of your skin drops. And normal skin should be between 5.5, 6.5. If the pH drops below 3, bacteria that cause acne finds the perfect medium to actually enter the skin. And guess where that bacteria goes? Everywhere where it's warm and cozy and humid. And that's the sebaceous glands. The gland does not know how to fight that bacteria unless, you add antibiotics to your treatment. The only way the glands try to fight is by producing more oil. But this is a catch-22, because the more oil you produce, the lower the pH, the more bacteria spores you develop inside of your skin. Yet, what I tell most of my clients throughout the 34 years I've been doing this is this. Accutane, it is a high toxic dosage of vitamin A. You can literally overdose with vitamin A, vitamin D, and zinc. You can overdose with that. And you can get in trouble, serious trouble. So therefore, I tell them this. If your infection, because acne, it's an infection, is caused by a bacteria, do you really think that a vitamin will be able to kill that bacteria? No, that never happened, because a bacteria is killed or destroyed by antibiotics. So therefore, you need antibiotic supplementation in addition to my treatments. Once the bacteria gets into the skin, on the surface of our skin, we have tiny, tiny structures known as capillaries. They are in the upper layers of the epidermis. The walls of these capillaries are pretty much structure identical with a sponge. So they're very porous. The bacteria gets in the skin, enter the walls of our capillaries, and from there till the moment you actually have bacteria in your bloodstream is just a heartbeat away. Why? Because it travels from the capillaries to veins to arteries, and with the next pumping of your heart, you have that bacteria through your entire 10 systems of your body, meaning you have it inside of your organs, on top of the organs, inside of your stomach, in your gut, everywhere. My skincare products or any acne treatment will never be able to get rid of that unless you take antibiotics. And what I do, I advise my clients to see the nurse practitioner I work with here, and she prescribed them blood work and antibiotics. Within 10 days, they see less and less pimples. Eventually, bacteria dies. And then I will continue treating that skin by actually fixing the damage the bacteria did. And that damage is an array of condition. It could be pigmentation because melanocytes, due to high temperature in the bottom of the skin where the bacteria actually spore, burn the protein, and then 30 days later you see a spot where you had a pimple. Scars, when the bacteria it's actually taking over the sebaceous gland, the gland can expand only so much. So at some point, the gland will explode, and the dispersion of the collagen around the gland, plus the connective tissue that holds together the three fibers of our skin, elastin, collagen, and reticulinum, is going to suffer, and it will be left behind a scar. Sometimes the larger the gland is, the bigger the scar is. I mean, it can look like a chicken pox scarring. So you want to do it right, scientifically speaking. Acne is not just squeezing a pimple and I don't know, using Tesla current. That's a very inefficient treatment unless it's combined with an antibiotic. I will try to do more videos. I'm not lying. I'll tell you, I'm not a specialist in social media at all. I feel I'm too old to do this because majorities of people are young and they know this technology. I don't. I'm trying harder. Over the years, absolutely every client of mine, they said, you have to go on YouTube, you have to tell people what to do, you have to educate people. And I said, I can do that, but I pretty much suck with technology. Other than chemistry and skin, I don't know much. But I'm going to try. I said, you know what, whomever is going to judge me, that's fine by me. I hope they take the message that I want to actually put out there for those who suffer of skin disorders. And I think my 40 years experience and success will be well appreciated. We'll see. Thank you for listening to my video.